last week, 111 yards receiving. It's the Raiders and the Broncos on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's easy to say now many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season. But it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was DJ. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive. They came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Carr finding Waller there for Vegas first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. He's got it. Touchdown. Will Fuller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how. Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there. These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You gotta get some fresh air, a little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. He had the numbers of a game last week that he could win. You talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Wilson will get that complete to Alberto. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten. Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities. And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive. Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O from 4 yards out. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebunam. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7-7, our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be second and 6. Now it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders is shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Carr to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. Here's Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Gordon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Down to 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Fuller with a catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Carr to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the knee tackle.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
They make this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't really end up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Albert Okuwegu on the intended target. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wilson will throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Davis Mills leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A.J. Green, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go to a gain of 4. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On this drive, that 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Now Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game? Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. The guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. I tell you, he is closing in on a 300-yard receiving game now. He's maybe 1 catch away as he's got a first there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure out the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Here's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a second and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
It's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's got Fuller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. There's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. That's Gordon. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Gordon. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Second down and 7. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw his Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw. Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Now Carr again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Denver's offense now set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
110 yards on the ground now for Gordon. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coach.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Raiders 10. Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Carr's throw taken in by Adams. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Terrell Basham up to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Tell you, I'm trying to think think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the